Board.
Sound like an issue entering the corner, Phil.
Yeah.
We talked about the speed down into these corners. That had to get young Cindric's attention.
But it looked like maybe the left rear tire was coming apart when...
Race, John Hunter Nemechek in that green truck coming in for second.
That's Enfinger on the very inside of Crafton in the 98 truck.
And look at those two black trucks on the bottom.
Oh,
God.
Contact in the...
That was contact with the 24 of Haley.
Kyle Busch going around. It was hard to tell which truck that Busch made that contact with, but the 24 of Justin Haley definitely was that truck. And there's Bono Mannion, the crew chief.
We're back in the pack, and you could see Christopher Bell gets to the bottom of the 90 or the 24 of Haley, and Haley just tries to squeeze down. I don't know if he even knew Kyle was there yet, and they made that contact.
I'm not sure he knew he was there, but by the time he pulled down and squeezed Kyle, Kyle was about 2/3 of a truck ahead of him, and he should have been able to see him then.
See Kaz Grala well down off the road, just making sure he avoids any potential problem.
Fortunate as crowd as it is right here that more than just Kyle Busch suffered damage.
I'm going to retract my statement. I think he knew he was there. I just think maybe he was trying to squeeze him down.
Could have very easily collected several.
That's a very vulnerable spot right there too, going in that tunnel turn. Almost no way to save that truck, Michael.
How about on board with Kyle Busch?
This is a brand new Toyota Tundra. Kyle's driving, just pushing his teammate along.
I think he would have been okay with the initial contact, but then when Haley hit him the second time, he hit him in that right rear corner and just turned
4 gears on the front straightaway. Look at John Hunter. He's improved that truck. It's handling better, and we know he'll go for it down on the bottom.
And there's the 18 of Noah Gragson. So just a moment ago on the 33 of Kaz Grala involved as well. And a tough break for the 18 of Gragson. He had a penalty for pitting out of the box earlier and had a lap penalty, got that lap back.
Streak of top 10s. Looked like the 33 got loose. Maybe Kaz on the bottom had to go up the racetrack, got into Noah with nowhere to go for Noah. He got the second caution. He got the one caution that got the free pass, and then the second one.
Oh, look.
Oh, Chase is in the middle of him, and actually Chase caught him on the right rear corner of Kaz's truck. That's what moved him up the hill.
Yeah, that
so didn't look to be any fault there maybe of Grala's. Looked like
I don't
Chase
think so,
Briscoe
Vince.
got in there. Yep, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think Kaz was an innocent victim here.
you can see him up at the top of the screen right there. And Kaz had no idea that he was getting ready to get clipped. That's just, I mean, we're going to see that more and more, Phil. We talked about at the beginning of the day the importance of the restarts and how you got to get all you can get. These guys are getting desperate and starting to trade paint.
Unfortunate for both Grala and Gragson. Gragson had a nice string going 7 straight top 10s coming into today, and had just gotten his lap back.
He was headed for another successful.
Momentum, the key when you go through turn 3, because you got such a long straightaway as Kenseth sideways in front of the field. They're piling up behind him.
Well, Matt Kenseth got by with that, I believe. He never touched anything, but Eric Almirola with major damage on the front of his car.
37 also involved Chris Buescher, where he got his first career win. See damage to the 32 of Matt DiBenedetto. Danica Patrick in the 10 was sideways. But the most damage, it looks like, goes to Eric Almirola.
You know, you're back there in the middle. It makes it difficult to see things that are happening. You might see the smoke, but what?
As they go down into turn 3, see Matt Kenseth on the inside of Jimmy Johnson, and we keep seeing this over and over and over. We saw it last week at Indianapolis. The car on the outside of Matt Kenseth just pulls him around. No air on the car. This low downforce package makes these cars very difficult to drive with a car on the outside of him. So then all these guys behind it, you can see they just cannot get slowed down quick enough.
Yeah, it looked like somebody might have got into the back of Eric Almirola. It could have been Dale Jr. that maybe pushed him in there a little bit faster and not able to slow down. It's just a chain reaction. And Matt Kenseth, he wasn't overdriving. We're on the first lap of the race, but as Jeff pointed out, these things happen so quickly.
Paul Menard, the 27, got into the back of the 3 of Austin Dillon.
And DJ, you've been in that situation. In slow motion replay or whatever, it looks like it's easy, but it's not. They start stacking up. Check out as we ride along. What a great shot. You can see right there, Matt Kenseth. He just rolls around on him.
Yeah, especially that first car behind him. He sees it best, and then he automatically.
First 2 corners and was licking my chops and feeling pretty good about the first couple corners, and then we got to turn 3, and there was a wreck, and I felt like I had got slowed down and kind of got run into the back of and piled into the accident, and not really sure. Just frustrating. We couldn't.
78 and up past the 20, entering the corner. That is ultimate confidence in your vehicle to be able to do that.
48 of Jimmy Johnson into the wall, coming out of turn 3. Backs it into the wall.
Flat or something.
Yeah, you had to wonder whenever he slowed down that much previously that Ryan Blaney almost ran over. If he had an issue going on then, he just couldn't seem to get his car into the corner. Probably had a tire going down at that time.
A little contact there between he and Casey Kane.
There was some contact, but we heard Jimmy Johnson say something about having a tire go down. I don't know if he was saying that he cut a left rear when they made contact, or he was slow, and that's why they were underneath him. I don't know, but clearly contact.
Jeff, the 5 was there, and Jimmy asked what happened to his spotter, Earl Barber, and Earl said, I was calling the 5 under you right there, and you can see the contact. Jimmy did feel like he had a tire go down or something.
Well, there's only one driver, right, DJ? The spotter may not say anything, but ultimately the